Welcome back to College Football Addiction. Today we are chatting about Bill Belichick. We've got a fun one for you, so make sure that you're locked in. Let's ride. Bill Belichick recently skipped UNC's Pro Day, and apparently that set the internet on fire. And I know this isn't super new. I know this happened a few days ago, but I Googled Bill Belichick's name this morning for something else, and I got back 20 stories on the news tab about him skipping Pro Day. The hot takes were off the charts. People asking, is he checked out? Is he disrespecting the past? Or is something bigger at play? I won't even make you wait for this. My take is that Belichick is all about the future. And the guys from before, he may respect them, sure, but that's just not his priority. Let's unpack this today in a pretty quick deep dive. All right, we'll set the scene for you. It's late March. Spring football is certainly in full effect, and college football's offseason is in full swing. Pro days also happening everywhere. Those big showcases where NFL droughts can drool over prospects doing drills and throwing bombs. And at UNC, new head coach Bill Belichick, six-time Super Bowl champion, hoodie legend, was nowhere to be seen. Now, cue the chaos, of course. X is blowing up with reactions. He's already over it. Classic Belichick arrogance. UNC's just a pit stop. Fans are losing it. And analysts are piling on. But hold on. Let's pump the brakes and look at this like Belichick would. Cold, calculated, and future-focused. Here's my big takeaway. Bill Belichick isn't dissing the past. He's just not living in it. The guys at that pro day, they're not really his guys. Now, no disrespect to them, but they're a roster he inherited when he took over the job late last year. I don't even really know how often he's running into those guys once the season is over. He respects what they did under Mac Brown. There's no doubt about that. Dude's a football historian, but his eyes are on 25 and 26 and beyond. He's not building someone else's program. He's building his program. He's not babysitting someone else's draft picks. He's got his own guys to worry about. Let's break this down. First off, think about who Bill Belichick is. The guy who turned the Patriots into a dynasty by always staying two steps ahead. He's not sentimental. He's strategic. Pro days are great for scouts and players chasing NFL dreams, but for a college coach, it's completely meaningless. Belichick's not out there holding a stopwatch because he's not auditioning for an NFL gig. He's already the GOAT. His job is to win at UNC, and that starts with recruiting, scheme building, installing his culture, and more. The 2024 roster, that's last season's story. He's doing his very best to write a new chapter. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You can even drop it in the comments if this is you, but what about those players? Doesn't this send a bad message? Fair question. If I'm a UNC senior who balled out last year, maybe I'm a little salty that the new coach isn't there hyping me up to NFL teams, but here's the flip side. Belichick's not their agent. His focus is on the team, not an individual from last year's draft stock. And let's be real, those prospects still got their shine. Scouts didn't skip a pro day because the head coach wasn't there. If anything, Belichick's absence might have made it about the players more and not about him. Look at the reactions on Twitter. Belichick doesn't care about UNC. He's too big for college. No, I don't buy any of that. This isn't arrogance, it's priorities. Check this. Reports say that he's been grinding on the recruiting trail, locking in high school studs for 25 and hitting the transfer portal hard. That's where his head's at, building a roster that fits his vision. The Patriots dynasty wasn't bent on being sentimental. It was built on next man up mentality. UNC is getting that same treatment. He's not here to polish trophies from 24. He's here to stack new ones. Let's talk about timing, too. It is obviously the middle of spring. Belichick's got a fresh squad to mold. New transfers, young players fighting for spots. Pro days, a one-day event. Spring practice is weeks of laying the foundation. And where's his time better spent? With the kids who will wear Carolina blue next fall? Absolutely. Not necessarily the ones who have already punched their ticket out. And don't forget, he's 72 years old. He's not chasing a 20-year tenure at UNC. He wants wins. He wants wins fast, and that means focusing on what's ahead, not what's in the rear view. Now, is there a little bit of Belichick spice in this move? Sure. Skipping pro days screams, I do things my way, and that's classic Bill. But it's not disrespect, it's discipline. He's not snubbing the past, he's just not distracted by it. Imagine he's sitting in his office right now, hoodie up, watching film on some 4-star linebacker he's about to steal from one of his rivals. That's the vibe. The pro day guys, he respects their grind, probably gave him a nod in the hallway, but his key priority is still the future. Quickly, UNC fans, I'll get right back to the video, or really fans of any college football team. Make sure that you are remembering Alumni Hall when you're gearing up for spring football and the eventual fall season that's coming. CFA 15, that's College Football Addiction 15. CFA 15 will get you 15% off either at Alumni Hall, they're located on Franklin Street in Chapel Hill, or online at alumnihall.com. They have the best and largest selection of officially licensed game day gear, brands like Nike, Champion, New Era, Peter Millar, and more. Tar Heels fans, Alumni Hall is your official fan shopping destination. Appreciate their support on this video, and when you are shopping for Carolina gear, let us save you some money at alumnihall.com. Shout out to those UNC prospects. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention them. They still killed it. Omarion Hampton and Ritzy, NFL teams were buzzing about them. Belichick not being there didn't dim their spotlight. If anything, it's a flex for UNC. We've got talent so good that our coach can sit this one out. But the narrative shifted to Bill, and that's why this story has gone viral. Love him or hate him, he is an absolute lightning rod, and every move or non-move gets dissected. Where do I land on all this? Belichick skipping pro day isn't a scandal. It's a statement. He's not here to ride Mac Brown's coattails or play hype man for last year's roster. He respects the past, but he's obsessed with the future. That's the Belichick way. Cold-blooded, forward-thinking, and unapologetic. UNC fans are not panicking here. This guy is locking in on their next run, not someone else's draft party. What do you think? Are we on to something here, or is this a bad look for Bill? Drop your takes below. I will read your comments. I'll respond to as many as we possibly can, but that's it for today. Not necessarily a hot take. I saw 20 hot takes when I Googled Bill's name this morning, and I just was confused as to why that was the case. So maybe bring you a little more logic, maybe bring you a little more reason on something. I don't understand the hot takes here, but would love to hear yours down in the comments. Subscribe if you're new here and hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. We will be back soon with more on college football addiction.